You remember school, right? That place where you were promised the truth and instead got a buffet of half-truths, misunderstood science, and plain old lies with a chalk outline. Today, we're exposing the biggest educational scams you've been spoon-fed since grade school. And no, Pluto isn't the only victim here. Buckle up, because everything you thought you know, it's about to get wrecked. Lie number 1. Humans only use 10% of their brains. Ah, yes, the classic. It sounds so cool, right? Like you've got this dormant supercomputer in your skull just waiting to be unlocked? If only you downloaded the right productivity app. Sorry, but no. Brain scans have shown that we use virtually every part of our brains, even when we're doing something as intellectually demanding as scrolling Instagram. The 10% myth? Totally made up, probably by someone who was only using 10%. In reality, neurons across your brain are firing all the time, managing everything from breathing to regretting that text you sent at 2 a.m. The truth is way less sci-fi and way more biology. But hey, you still won't find your keys no matter how many brain cells you use. Lie number 2. You'll get arthritis if you crack your knuckles. You were probably warned. Don't do that, you'll get arthritis. Usually by a teacher or that one aunt who also thinks Wi-Fi gives you cancer. But the truth? Cracking your knuckles doesn't cause arthritis. It's just gas bubbles popping in the joint fluid. Think of it like a tiny bone fart. Multiple studies, including one by a doctor who cracked his own knuckles on one hand for 60 years, yes, 60 years, found no link to arthritis. So, unless you're also chewing with your mouth open or popping bubble wrap in class, crack away. Just maybe not during a job interview. Lie number 3. Lightning never strikes the same place twice. Oh boy. This one's been quoted so much it's basically a motivational poster. But nature doesn't care about your metaphors. Lightning absolutely does strike the same place twice, especially tall, isolated structures. The Empire State Building gets hit around 25 times a year. So if you're thinking of standing there for the once-in-a-lifetime experience, don't. Lightning doesn't care about drama. It's an equal opportunity zapper. Lie number 4. Dropping a penny from a skyscraper could kill someone. Ah, the urban legend. A rogue penny falling from the top of the Empire State Building becomes a deadly bullet of doom. Sounds awesome in a comic book. But in real life, air resistance ruins everything. A penny's too flat and light to build up enough speed to seriously hurt anyone. It might sting, it might annoy, but it won't pierce someone's skull. If you really want to cause chaos with spare change, just toss it into a parking meter and confuse the local government. Lie number 5. Goldfish have a 3-second memory. Poor goldfish. They've been the punchline of memory jokes since forever. But science says that's a lie, a shiny, scaly lie. Goldfish can actually remember things for months. They can learn patterns, recognize their owners, and even be trained to swim through mazes or press buttons for food. Yes, fish with buttons. We're living in the future. So no, your goldfish isn't stupid. He just thinks you are, every time you forget to feed him. Welcome back, Brainiacs. So far, we've wrecked goldfish myths, debunked lightning drama, and cleared your conscience on knuckle cracking. But we're not done. School gave us pencils, trauma, and just enough misinformation to make trivia night feel like gaslighting. Let's keep busting those lies, shall we? Lie number 6. The Great Wall of China is the only man-made object visible from space. This one's in textbooks. It sounds majestic, poetic. Also, 100% false. First off, it depends on what you mean by space. From low Earth orbit, you can see cities, roads, airports, even ships at sea. The Great Wall? Not really. It's too narrow and camouflaged against the terrain. In fact, astronaut Chris Hadfield confirmed, it's not visible to the naked eye from space, unless you know exactly where to look and the lighting conditions are perfect. So, unless your eyes are zoom lenses, nope. And yet, nobody writes songs about freeway systems seen from the ISS. Lie number 7. Your tongue has taste zones. Remember the tongue map? Sweet in the front, bitter in the back, sour on the sides? Yeah, about that. It's complete nonsense. Your entire tongue can detect all tastes. There's no sweet parking lot or sour-only alley going on in your mouth. The myth came from a mistranslated German study from the 1900s, because nothing says accurate science like botched subtitles. So next time someone tells you your tongue has taste zones, politely inform them that their entire argument is tasteless. Lie number 8. Blood is blue inside your body. You probably saw it in diagrams. Veins drawn in blue, arteries in red. The logic? Blood must be blue before it hits oxygen. Nope. Your blood is always red, just varying shades. Dark red when oxygen poor, bright red when oxygen rich. So why do veins look blue? It's an optical illusion caused by how light penetrates the skin and how your brain interprets depth. That's right, even your eyeballs are out here gaslighting you. But hey, if your blood is blue, maybe call an ambulance or Marvel Studios. Lie number 9. Bats are blind. Blind as a bat, they said. Well, turns out bats should sue for defamation. Most bats actually have pretty decent eyesight. Some species can see in low light even better than humans. And yes, they also use echolocation, basically nature's surround sound system. But that's extra, not a replacement. So, bats, not blind, just nocturnal ninjas with bonus radar. Meanwhile, you, still tripping over furniture in broad daylight. Bonus truth bomb. Einstein failed math. It's the inspirational myth of every struggling student. Even Einstein failed math. False. Einstein aced math. He was doing calculus before most kids figure out how to tie their shoes. The myth likely came from a misunderstanding when he transferred schools and the grading system flipped. So unless you're reinventing physics in your spare time, maybe don't lean too hard on that comparison. Nice try, though. Closing narration. So, what did we learn today? Your brain's fully operational, lightning doesn't do one-night stands, goldfish are petty geniuses, and school? Still undefeated at confidently teaching things that are gloriously wrong. But hey, that's part of the fun, because learning never stops. Even when the facts you thought were rock solid turn out to be held together by glue sticks and wishful thinking. Now go forth, shatter myths, annoy people at dinner parties with your superior knowledge, and maybe, just maybe, teach the next generation not to fear cracked knuckles or goldfish revenge. You're welcome.